Welcome to the Four Real Sisters podcast. Unscripted, unfiltered, unforgettable. I'm Samantha, 57, the bossy one.
I'm Karen, 55, the outspoken one.
I'm Trudy, 52, the rebel.
And there is a fourth one, which she couldn't make for now, but she'll be joining us very, very, very soon. And trust me, she's worth the wait. So, today's topic is secrets that we've never told. So, who would like to go first?
You.
Okay, that is it all then. Right, well, I think I'm going to start with the first one that popped into my head was at Christmas time when Mum and Dad used to buy tins of roses in Quality Streets, and it was the days when they were proper tins with sellotape around the lids. And they used to put them and hide them in the top of the wardrobe. Yep. And every time they went out, I would sit on the bed and secretly peel away the sellotape so carefully, take out the best ones. And there were always the ones with the caramel and the nut in the middle. And the spiral ones.
Yeah, the spiral ones.
Yeah.
And the triangle ones.
Yes, yes. Yeah. And then I would seal the sellotape back round again so they didn't know that anybody had been into them. I nearly got caught once because they were coming down the street and I had to do it really quickly. But then when it came to Christmas Day, many a time, so this went on for years actually, they would turn around and say, I'm sure these sweets are getting less and less. There's no purple ones in this one. And I've been eating them.
I can't believe it.
I did that. I used to do it as well.
I can't believe it. Both of you did it.
Yeah.
So I
I do.
You were probably downstairs reading a book.
And I can remember rooting for presents.
Oh, yeah.
Finding stuff.
Yeah. Did you ever find any?
Yeah.
And I did as well. And then Dad found out that I'd found them. And he sent them all back. And I think there was stereo recorders. There was dolls, all sorts. I think under the bed had been absolutely full. I'd been looking at them all. I don't even know how he got me.
So you must have been quite disappointed when it got to Christmas Day and they weren't there.
Well, yeah, he got us something else instead. But yeah, I never knew what I wanted for Christmas.
I know the secret. I remember rooting as well, and I remember finding porn mags hidden away. Yeah. I'm thinking, I mean, I'm probably about 14 now, thinking, oh my God, Mum and Dad have porn mags. That's hilarious.
I think I found them as well. That's we rooted.
Well, I think you two are a bit of a rooters, aren't you?
I did. Yeah. Do it all the time.
I think I only ever did it that once because I was obviously, Dad sent everything back and I don't think I ever did it
So
again.
is that your only secret that you've got to tell? Because you sound like a little Miss Goody Two-Shoes.
Oh, I remember one. I remember when Ice Cream Man used to come. It used to be about 10 pence for an ice cream. And I can remember one time Mum wouldn't give me, she wouldn't let me have one. And she was painting in hall. And I can remember getting the chair, because she always put a purse in the cupboard. I opened the door, I went to get a purse, I opened it up, I remember opening it up and taking 10 pence out, and she come round the corner, what are you doing? And that was it. Oh, she went mad, she was like, you wait till your dad comes home.
She used to say that to us a lot.
Yeah, she did.
But she apologised to me about that the other day, actually. She goes, maybe I shouldn't have said that to you.
Yeah,
all.
she did. And I remember, you always used to say, you don't ever pinch anything.
No.
You ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, she smart. Yeah, well, I did cry.
We won't go there.
No.
We won't go there.
Well, yeah.
I remember that. And then I remember another time where I think I could have been about 13 and I was up at the church with some friends and somebody had bought a pack of cigarettes out and I can remember just smoking them, but you don't smoke them properly, do you? You think you're hard. Someone we knew saw me and told Dad, oh, yeah. So I got grounded for a full week.
But he
was going to make me. He said
20.
No, he said he was going to make me eat a packet.
Oh no, he used to say to us that he'd make us smoke 20. I tried it. I mean, I was up in Coalyard. We used to make dens, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So that nobody could find us. And I do remember there was a few of us and trying it. And somebody here.
I think it was me.
Yeah, exactly.
You were with some cousins and some friends.
Yeah.
And I remember coming all the way back and telling Dad that you were all smoking.
You grasser. You grasser. She did.
You know why that was though? It's that I never smoked. So I say, this is going to sound really random, but I had my first drag when I was about 2 or 3. You know this?
I got to remember this.
So it was when we lived on Punhole Park.
Yeah.
And Nan and Mum was there. Nan had made a curry. I can remember it as clear as anything. And they both smoked. So it was the days when people just smoked in the houses around the kids and stuff. And I remember pestering Mum, saying, give me a drag. And she put the cigarette to my mouth. Obviously inhaled it. I remember coughing and choking like crazy, crying and everything. And I remember Dad falling out with her. And I can remember sitting on the stairs just crying while Mum and Dad were arguing about it because she'd let me have the drag of the fag. But it was actually Nana that turned around and said, Linda, let her do it, she won't do it again. And I tell you what, I swear down, and I've done it again.
No,
I've never, ever smoked.
No,
none of us smoked.
No, none of us did.
But there is one little thing. So when I used to go to the shop when I was about 9 or 10, because you could do that then, Mum would write a little note and I'd buy 10 Regal for her. So on the way back, I'd take off the plastic wrapper and just sniff the fags all the way home.
So you're a fag sniffer.
Because, how random though, I was going to say to myself. I don't smoke, but I just love that smell of cigarettes in a packet.
No, I don't.
I do.
No.
I like things
I've not done it for a lot of years now, because you don't really tend to see people with cigarettes anymore, so I'm not sure even... And Mum doesn't smoke, actually, she stopped literally years ago, but...
Yeah, I remember when... I can remember one year, we went to Isle of Man, and there was me and one of my friends, and we'd gone over. Catherine was only about 4.
Yeah, we didn't come.
You didn't come,
no.
We'd gone over, and Mum had she was stopped smoking. And what she used to do is she used to come in our room and have a cigarette. And then, she did. And she did it most of the holiday. And then I think it was the last day, Dad caught her. Or was it they didn't speak? They didn't speak all the way home or anything.
That was her. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I think, as far as I can remember, after that, it was Dad that got her to smoke anyway. Yeah. Because when they met at 13 and 15, she didn't smoke and he did. Yeah. So then she started and he stopped.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he stopped at 21. Didn't he?
I think that can be quite. A lot of people are like that.
Start because the boyfriend or girlfriend was smoking, and then the other one stops. Yeah.
I didn't. I used to say to Stephen, he's like kissing an ashtray. It was
I don't think I've been out with anybody that smoked.
That's weird, isn't it?
I've not been out with nobody that smoked.
Yeah. No, that is strange.
How weird.
Yeah, I was married to one. And you know what's interesting as well? That I just think nowadays, if somebody did come along, I'd be very mindful and wouldn't want to go with anyone that smoked.
Oh, I don't know. I think the other thing's worse.
Yeah, with any of it. It's just really interesting, but it's really weird. Yeah, so there are a few secrets then. So what secrets have you got then, Karen? I'm sure you've got some.
Well, do you remember you and somebody else and Dad sitting in the living room, and they didn't have the patio doors then. It was a window, and you were watching a horror movie. I'm pretty sure it was Friday the 13th. Oh, and I'd gone round into the back garden, but I was tapping on the window. So 3 times Dad had got up, and of course I was so little I could hide there. But every time he come through to the living room, I was sat in the kitchen, so it didn't look like it was me at all. Yeah, I did it all the way through film. You lot were all watching a horror film, so you were going to get scared. And I kept tapping on the window, but I was just like, tap, 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 tap. And then I'd run back into the house. Yeah. And I remember Dad saying, Linda, who is he that's tapping on the window? And I was going, shh.
That way you used to watch horror films?
I must have been old enough to watch them.
You made me
watch. To be fair, I used to go to the cinema every single Monday night to an 18, and I was only about 15, 16.
You used to make me watch them. I'll never forget that time when you and somebody else were babysitting, and you watched Nightmare on Elm Street. And
I never liked horror movies. It must have been just one.
Was that not me? Because I
think it was her. Because she made me watch Freddy Krueger. It wasn't.
I'm sure it was you that you were looking with somebody else, and you were babysitting. And you made me watch, because I can remember putting the pillar in front of my eyes, and you would pull it out.
I never liked horror movies, because that's why I never watched them.
No, but I'm sure it was you.
Well, I can't remember the thing is. I just don't remember you making me watch Freddy Krueger.
I used to go to the cinema when it was the old cinema. So it's not even there anymore, is it? No, and I remember going every single week on a Monday. And then one day, this woman asked me for my ID. And I turned around and said, I come every week. What are you asking me for now? So obviously, back then, you used to think of a date, didn't you?
Yeah.
So it was 19... I must have said 1966. That sounds really old now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, since 1968. How weird. There's another little secret I have. I think I've told Mum and Dad it now, but we used to have a local Bobby, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he was lovely when you think about it, but we were terrified of him, I've got to admit.
Yeah.
I was actually terrified of him.
What you think? He was respect. Yeah, we all respected him, and I think there was no real bad behaviour in this
Well,
village.
this is quite bad what I did with another friend, and I'm going to blame it on her because she was a couple of years older than me. So I don't think I was at secondary school, so I must have been still at primary school. Maybe she was. And we'd gone down to the local shop and got some brown paper bags that you'd put your sweets and your veg and everything in. We got a load of them, and then up by the railway line, people used to grow pea pods on bushes. So we went across and into the field and started taking all the pea pods through this fence. And we got loads, and then we went into the pavilion at the cricket field, and we were sat there counting them out into these brown bags. And next minute, he walked round the corner.
So what were you going to do with them?
Eat them. We were just going to eat them. I have never, honestly, SHIT'd myself so much. I was absolutely terrified. And he's like, what are you doing? And we were like, nothing. And the houses from the back had reported us, saying there's obviously these two kids taking all these, pinching the pea pods from these bushes. And honestly, but the worst thing was, so he asked us loads of questions and stuff. He was really tall, wasn't he, though?
Yeah, he was.
I suppose because we were little anyway. But the most terrifying thing was he said he was going to come round to tell my dad. Yeah. And I remember he never did. I think I might have come back and told Mum. So tell Mum everything, and she used to keep it from Dad. Right,
like
but I remember feeling.
Tell him what you need to tell him.
I remember feeling for ages and ages terrified. And every time I saw him, I was like, I used to freeze, thinking he'd come and tell me, but he never ever did. No. So whether he just did it as a deterrent.
Well, Dad
never did it again.
Dad always used to say,
never did it again.
Don't ever get in trouble with the police. I do never want anybody knocking on my door.
Well, it's not that. He used to come and have a cup of tea with Dad, so it was like, oh my God, he's here again.
I mean, you can laugh about it now. I mean,
you can.
You know, but
you used
just that terrified we were.
Because if I ever did anything, you say, I'm going to tell Dad. Dad will tell police. I can remember being in village one time, and something happened. I can't remember what it was. And you were like, I'm going to tell Dad. And I was like, no, you're not. And you were like, yeah, I am. I'm going to tell Dad, and he'll phone police. And I was like, no, you're not. And you were like, well, you better do whatever. He used to blackmail me all the time.
Oh, well, my memory's not good on that one.
That's terrible. In fact, another incident happened with a policeman with me as well, a bit like that, and I was terrified again. It was when I was 14, and I'd gone into, do you remember the Angel pub?
Yeah.
Opposite Woolworths, yeah.
Everybody
used to go in there back then. And I remember just sitting there, and then a policeman came in, and for some reason, I was with people, same age as me, we all used to go in. Even your husband now maybe was in with us, right? And we don't just play pool upstairs. So I wasn't drinking alcohol or anything. And I'm sat downstairs on this bench thing, and this policeman walked in, and he just looked around, and he looked at me and put his finger up and basically called me over to him. And I stood there, and he just, again, I was literally terrified. I did. I respected the police.
Yeah.
And he just said to me, how old are you? And I couldn't lie. I went, 14. He's like, do your parents know you're here? I was like, no. He goes, well, you better get out, and I don't want to see you in here again. And then that's another thing. I was terrified he was going to tell Dad. It wasn't Mum. No. Terrified.
I don't think I told. I think Dad, when I first went into town, I'd have been 15. I was with a certain person, and we got the exactly same thing. We were in the White Hart. Mm. But luckily, we'd seen the police at the top of the road. So we thought, they're going to start going around into pubs. So we got an orange. Oh, no, it must have been 16.
Because they used to do it all the time. They just used to randomly walk into pubs.
Yeah. So 16. I must have been 16, or just 16, because you were allowed to go in a pub at 16, weren't you? But you weren't allowed to drink alcohol. Right. So so me and this other girl, we both got an orange juice. So as we were both sat in the White Hart with these orange juices, this police officer come in and he goes, got any ID? And we both went, no. Well, how old are you? 16. Well, I hope that's not alcohol. And I went, do you want a drink?
The thing is, what ID would we have used back then for 16?
Nothing. Because they didn't have any ID. I remember.
So how did you actually prove them when you were 18?
Yeah, I suppose really if you've had a driving licence, but it was paper. It was a bit of paper. There was no picture on it.
Was, yeah.
I remember when I first started going into town, about 13.
Trudy!
No, not round
Oh,
pubs.
no,
In town.
say.
I
Yeah,
used to
just
hang
hanging
around.
Yeah, yeah.
And I did. I did it all the time. I used to sleep at people's houses. Many a times where Max and Spencer's is now, it used to be Summerfield.
Yeah, yeah,
We
it
used
was.
to go up there, loads of us. Used to big bottles of cider, drink it, mess around in trolleys.
It's naughty.
It is naughty.
So I don't look at me because I used to do it at 14. What was
Honestly.
it? That was that cafe, Tognorelli's.
Yeah.
Many a time I've gone past there, can't walk properly because I've drank a bottle of cider.
Cider.
And I was
Yeah.
going down to disco at Cricket Club.
Oh, do you know what I used to love? Them police discos.
Yeah,
I
they were
used to-
brilliant.
Because you used to take me to that IB's one as well.
And there was then there was one
You
at
used to
the,
hate it because you used to say, why do I have to take her? And
I can remember
you used to
that.
say,
actually.
stay away, I was alright, cling on.
and then
Oh.
then there was Netherfield Cricket Club. There were discos there as well.
Yeah, I mostly remember the police discos and the IB ones because Mum used to say you can go, but you take Trudy with you.
Well, I've got a secret to tell because I used to go out when I got to 16 and a half every Friday, Saturday. And I used to get dressed up, so I used to make my own clothes, do you remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. Yeah,
And then when all the luminous colours were out, I'd have like orange earrings.
Yeah, you
I'd
did.
have them white canvas boots.
Wham.
It was, yeah. Before you go. And with full makeup and everything. And Dad would always say, where are you going? I take pictures. What are you going to see? And I'd make this film up. And it was every Friday, Saturday. So obviously I was at school in the sixth form during the week. Then I would go out. But I'd always have to get back on that last bus.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't get back on that last bus, then, like, literally, we were in trouble. But Mum would wait up for me. But she knew.
Yeah.
But I always felt it was all right because I was going. And Mum knew where I was
Yeah.
if anything went wrong. Because obviously no mobile phones or anything.
No.
And then, yeah, but Dad never knows. In fact, if I had to go down and tell him now,
He still wouldn't know.
I think I've probably told him as I've got older. But he won't register it.
No.
I've told you.
And it's gone on forever.
Mum always
And ever.
said, she always used to say to me,
Yeah.
your dad only needs to know what he needs to know.
So really,
Yeah.
when we talk about keeping secrets,
We've got quite a few.
and Mum's actually kept a lot of them, hasn't she?
Yeah. She's our best friend.
She is.
I mean, I have to put it in here as well when we are talking about alcohol and stuff. Our dad's been teetotal, so my whole life I'm 57. I've never ever seen him drink once.
I've not either.
No,
He hasn't.
No,
no,
not once.
he hasn't.
So I suppose it's
Mum
bigger.
has a
It's
few
bigger.
times.
It's bigger for him.
Just
isn't
the
it?
odd drink.
Yeah.
She's funny though when she has.
She is funny.
So yeah,
Oh,
so
she
come
only,
on.
has, she only has one, and then she goes, "Oh, I feel a bit drunk."
So, also, when we were young, we used to sneak into the coal yard because there used to be allotments. So we used to sneak in there, but we used to wait until everybody was like, because it was like summertime, but we'd wait until everybody was at work. So then we'd sneak in and pick things like rhubarb or gooseberries. And then Mum would always, I don't even know how we managed to get the bag of sugar off Mum.
Well, we used to get a
Because
bag
the
of
sugar
sugar.
was
and
expensive.
the walls used to be really, really
Oh,
high.
I
We used
remember-
to sit on them walls and eat them.
Oh, I remember sitting out front, but hiding behind Dad's van.
We used to chuck them. We used to chuck them at people.
What about all the apples? Is it from Ella Green
Yeah.
as well?
Yeah, we used to go walk.
I was thinking
and then
about that the other
conquered.
day, 'cause there's loads of
No,
apples
so
now.
I got accused of pinching apples off from Ella Green. Really bad things, and it wasn't me. It was somebody else who was in your year at school.
Oh.
And
We
and you,
Boston.
and they'd actually said it was me. And I'll never forget them coming to Mum and Dad, and I think I'd been sat in the house the whole time, and Mum had said, no, she's been in here. And it wasn't, it was you and this other person that had been up there, and you'd pinched the apples from Ella Green.
There used to be a place up at Boston as well that we used to go. They used to have plums.
You know what?
I didn't know
we
about
got
that
chased.
one.
Yeah, we got chased by dogs.
I wonder if like teenagers and kids nowadays do all that kind of thing. It's a shame, isn't it? Because I know it's not good, but
But
They
it
were
wasn't,
just like
they weren't
little-
bad though, were they? They weren't bad things.
No, no.
Not like nowadays.
I can't think I've got any real big, like huge, massive secrets.
No, me
haven't
neither.
either.
I think as the years have gone by, I've actually talked about them all anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all very open.
You know, there's
that way.
nothing like really dropping in. That's
No,
There isn't, no. I can't think of...
no, I can't either. I've got nothing that's really shock horror.
no.
Aren't we boring?
Very.
Thought you might have had a few more, Trudy, though.
No. It was a bit of a Well, a bit of a borer, really.
No, you were just out all the time.
I was out all the time.
You were out all the time.
Yeah, used to drive around in lads' cars and out weekends I was never in.
So you actually drove around in people's cars as well?
Yeah.
So you see me, I've had a really boring existence.
Yeah, you have. Because I used to sleep at one of my friends, and then a few years ago after that I slept at something every Friday, Saturday.
Do you think you were like running away a little bit because
Probably,
Catherine was
there?
Yeah, here.
I was just out all the time.
So you did it a lot younger, because I can remember being 14 and wanting to walk into town with all my friends, and Dad wouldn't let me.
I'm 13.
And what came of that was basically I swore at him behind the chair, and he caught me going around the banister.
Yeah, we did.
That's another story, but I was 14, and because I was the oldest and he wouldn't let me, but you two. I remember always saying, but you didn't let me do it, but you're letting them now, and they're younger.
No, I was 13.
You got away with a lot more.
13 when I started meeting friends.
Yeah, it's quite sad, really, isn't it?
15, 16.
Don't know. I'm sorry, but I haven't got anything that's like shock horror.
And then I started going out with my husband when I was 16, and that was it then.
Oh, that's lovely. Like you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a long time
It is
ago.
a long time
So
ago.
then, for anybody who's listening, I hope this has prompted you to think of any secrets that you're still holding on to. I think it's good to talk about secrets.
Yeah.
I think
But like say, if
there's talking about anything.
there's got to be.
Good.
I'm just wondering if there is anything though, like secrets that I can't even.
I've got a little bit of one, but it's not really a secret. It's more of a confession. And it's something that you should never do when you have children. You should never go to somebody's house during the day when you've got 3 young children and get absolutely hammered and then having to walk half a mile home.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
When?
I think you were there. It was your friend. And we've gone
it's
round.
not like thinking.
That's not like you at all. I'm quite shocked about this. This is like a secret, not a confession.
Well, you were there, but I don't know whether or not you might not have had any kids. But yeah, I had 3.
Well, because
I think you
you're
might have
older
been.
than mine.
I think you might have been pregnant. And I ended up, and we'd drunk, and I drunk absolutely loads. And I remember saying to the kids, don't tell your dad. And pushing that pram down Parkside Road. Honestly, I said, do not let go of this pram. And I remember seeing myself walking down Parkside Road, don't know how I got home, and sitting on the sofa for about an hour before I even make them any tea. That's bad, isn't it? That's a bad.
That is a huge confession. I can't remember that.
I can't remember.
Trudy sat here with her face as if to go, oh my God, as if.
I was absolutely hammered. And being in charge of children.
We've all done it.
Yeah, but that's really bad, isn't it?
During the daytime, I can imagine if
it
you're
was
going
the
out to
morning. We've gone in the morning.
The thing is, though, there's a big difference.
Yeah.
She might have only had 1 drink.
Miss Lightweight.
Yeah. Honestly,
No.
1 drink, 2 drinks.
I think we were drinking quite a lot.
What were we drinking?
Well, I was drinking. I think I'd had a bit of vodka. Wine.
She wanted to drown the sorrows.
Wine. Yeah, I did.
That's hilarious. That is literally hilarious.
I know. It's really bad when I think about it now, though.
That's good of you to remember that, because I actually don't remember that.
I just thought my kids don't.
Was it at my
I can't
house?
remember. No, I think it was at the person's house. We'd gone there. And I don't even know why.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know why we'd gone,
Interesting.
but it was, yeah, absolutely, honestly.
So, before we finish, is there any secrets that to do with Catherine before she comes on our next podcast?
I've got a secret.
Go on.
I knew you would.
Well, only the secret of when she started dating, and we told Dad that he was a different age.
It was Christmas
Oh,
Day.
well, we've all got that. Oh, you know what? We've all got that secret.
Yeah, we
It
have.
was Christmas Day.
Yeah.
When she wanted him to come round, and he was like, no, he's not coming, he's not
But
coming.
she went to see him in the end, didn't
No,
she?
he did come. He said, in the end, we persuaded him.
And we just told Daddy was a completely different
Just for
age.
the record, she's actually married to him now, and she's got children with him.
I think they've been together over 25 years, haven't they?
Yeah, there was a big age gap.
Yeah.
5 years.
And
Doesn't seem big now, but it was then.
It was then. Yeah. But it was, and we all swore not to say how old he was. I think even Stephen and John, we were all sworn to secrecy. So that was a big secret.
It was, yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah, and I think it was. I think they'd been together about 7-8 years when we actually confessed to Dad.
Goodness me.
He brought him to my wedding night, do.
Goodness me. Wow.
Oh no, I don't think he did come on that Christmas day. She went out to meet him, didn't she?
She wanted to go to his. I remember.
She did.
Because Dad was sat in his chair in the living room saying, "Oh, can I go? Can I go?" And I remember saying, "Oh, let him go. Let her go. Dad.
Yeah.
Let her go."
Because the first time we met him was at my wedding night, do.
Yeah. What, the year after or before the Christmas? Before that Christmas?
No, after that Christmas.
After that.
Yeah.
And that's when that was the September. After then, the first time you met him. Yes, it. Yeah. When you got married in September, yeah.
Yeah. And we just kept all that. So we just kept that big secret. That was a big secret that we all kept.
Well, I think I can still remember that Christmas.
It's a good job Dad doesn't remember anything really, isn't it?
Yeah.
I bet he does though. I bet he would have some stories about us.
Do you think?
What about when we used to go to Levens?
Oh,
I'm sure I've got some secrets for there, but they're not popping into my head right now.
well, there was always one, wasn't there, when Grandad used to take his leg off and we weren't allowed to look.
Yeah, well,
we always did.
Yeah, but we had to sleep in the sitting room.
Yeah, we did.
She made us sleep in this. We slept in the sitting room on that bed.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And then when he came in the morning, he used to come in about 6 o'clock. She used to say, "Are you awake?" We used to pretend.
Yeah, that we
and
were
then
asleep.
we used to peek through thingy, and he used to come with his leg because he never wanted to show us.
And then having to sleep in that bedroom, when there was a little tiny gap, wasn't there?
With all the beds. There's lots of beds in that bedroom.
No, there was one double bed. There was cobwebs all over the walls.
And then, of course, about the ghost.
The swan.
The swan ghost. Yeah. Oh, my God.
And then
I think you two went to sleep more there than I did.
Oh, I'll never forget that time.
In the drawer.
We did. But
That's a secret, there.
There was one time when I went without you. Mum and Dad were going out. Oh, and I didn't want to go. It was horrible. I cried. It was horrible. I was like, please don't leave me. Don't leave me.
They used to make me go on my own for a week.
Well,
what was all that about?
Oh, I remember.
I think you like to go.
Yes, I think
you like. I know on a Sunday when we used to have to go for like roast dinner and stuff. I never wanted to go, and I remember even getting to like 14, 15, and Dad picking me up at the end of the street and saying, "Get in the car now." I was like, "I don't want to come."
I think you liked going.
Yeah, but why would I like going when she locked me in the cupboard when I was?
I don't know, but you liked going. And I remember going to Auntie Betty's in Bolton.
Oh yeah, I used to.
And I can remember going, and I can remember Mum and Dad giving me some money. I had this purse, and I can remember getting my purse, and she accused that I'd nipped all this money. Oh, it was horrible. She made me cry and everything. Anyways, and Auntie Betty had rung Mum up, and Mum was like, "No, I've given her this money." Oh, I don't think I spoke to her for a full day.
No, she was a bit like that.
Didn't like her.
Yeah,
that was it. I was like, I want to go home. But Auntie Betty was lovely.
She was lovely. Absolutely lovely. And Uncle Albert.
Yeah,
they both were lovely. I used to like going there.
Getting all apples, coming back and selling them on the street.
That's hilarious. That is literally hilarious.
Coming back with bags of apples and bags of plums. And then selling them on the street.
Did you make any money?
I don't know. I think we just give them to people, didn't we?
I remember picking daffodils, going to Boston to Daffodil Woods, and then going around everybody's houses for a couple of pence, selling them a bunch of daffodils.
Then, though, couldn't you?
Well, I don't know. I think it was a bit like naughty. I do think
picking the flowers.
Yeah, I don't think you were actually allowed to pick it, but we just used to go with a carry bag and pick them all.
I remember one time, I was at primary school. And we used to go to where the train station is. There's that barn. We used to go there.
The one in the field, that's still there now.
We used to go in there with old hair. There used to be quite a few of us, boys and girls, and we used to go up there and we used to mess about and everything. And then I remember one time going, and in one of the fields had mushrooms, but they weren't proper mushrooms. And I remember picking them and eating some and laying it on the sled. Oh, it was scary.
I literally can't believe that you've done that. I tell you what, that's got to be the secret of this episode, because I remember my friends, I was like 14, they used to all say, we used to all hang around in the village,
horrible.
and they used to go that direction, like up to Cricket Field, we're going to go on some mushrooms, and because I didn't smoke, they all smoked, and they'd say to me, are you coming for some? And I'd be like, no, I'm not. So fair enough, they didn't like slate me or anything, so I'd just come home, let all them go, but then the next day, I'd sit and listen to all the stories. That's
Honestly,
what it felt like.
Oh, it was horrible. Just lying there, and it was just, and that was it. I've never touched anything. No, scared me. Yeah.
Does Mum and Dad know about that, Trudy?
Mum might. I think Mum might know. But honestly, yeah, if you had this bag of mushrooms, they were like, go on, try them. I tried one. I'm a bit of a, in that way. I'll try it.
Oh, no, I didn't do anything like that.
Yeah, we just literally laid on the grass. You couldn't move. You just couldn't move. You were just like, ugh.
Did you like see hallucinations?
Yeah,
psychedelic.
It's
Psychedelic, isn't it?
The world was just...
Oh, my God.
I have done something else that's quite naughty as well, but...
Go on,
you best tell us
I
now.
went to a party down near school.
Yeah?
There was a lot of people there. A lot of people. And they used to do a lot of glue.
You haven't!
And somebody, they were like, try it. And I think I tried it once. And then I left. I left the party. I was like, this is not me. And I thought, if Dad found out, it'd absolutely kill me.
Sounds to me you might have been rebelling a little bit from Catherine coming along.
I think she was the rebellious, definitely the rebellious one.
I only tried it once. I remember sat on the stairs. There was people everywhere. And they were like, try it. And I tried it. And I thought, this is not me. So I left.
Because how old would you have been then? About 13, 14?
14, 15.
It was really rife, wasn't it? Back then.
Yeah, you see, the only thing I've ever done is, like I said, I've tried smoking. That's it. I am so boring. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was only once. Like I said, it was only once. And you learn from your own mistakes. So
see?
I did
that's the secret. That's the secret.
Yeah.
So anyway, secret. So thank you for listening to episode 3 of our podcast. Of the 4 Real Sisters podcast. Unscripted, unfiltered and unforgettable. So don't forget to follow, share and subscribe. And next week you will get to meet the surprise baby. She will be finally joining us on our episode 4 podcast. So we'll see you next week, and until then, keep it real!